Welcome! So you've just moved to the US amidst the whirlwind of a new job, adjusting to the culture, and figuring out life in America. You've heard whispers about traveling to exotic destinations for next to no cost by using credit card points and airline miles. Maybe you know someone who earns a regular salary but manages to fly around the world. Intrigued but unsure where to begin in the world of points and miles? Well, that was me 4 years ago. Hi, I'm Dan. Since moving to the US, I've earned over 2 million points across Chase, Amex, and Capital One by optimizing my spending with the right credit cards. Plus, my credit score has risen by about 80 points thanks to good financial habits. I've lived in Asia and Europe, and I can confidently say there is no place with as amazing a points and miles ecosystem as the US. Points and Miles has not only subsidized my family's travels, it has now become a hobby of mine, combining my love for travel and interest for personal finance. If you're new to the US, whether it's been 4 days or 4 years and want to dive into the world of Points and Miles, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get started. Airline miles, hotel loyalty, credit card points. When I first arrived, it all felt very overwhelming. When I moved here, I didn't have a credit score. In fact, I was denied for my first credit card. I faced what felt like a chicken and egg problem. How do I get a credit score without a credit card? Top issuers are hesitant to approve those without a pre-existing credit score. In rare cases, companies like Amex may approve you if you've had a long history with the issuer in countries such as the UK or Canada. But that wasn't my situation. The denial was frustrating. Fortunately, I had friends who had been into points and miles for over a decade. Their insights and my experiences are what I'm excited to share with you today. The first step I took was to open a bank account with Chase. Building a relationship with the bank was crucial. 6 months later, I got approved for my first US credit card, the no annual fee Chase Freedom Unlimited. Chase Ultimate Reward points are incredibly valuable. The Freedom Unlimited earns 5x points per dollar spent on travel booked through the Chase portal, 3x on dining and drugstores, and 1.5x on everything else. It also generally comes with a 20,000 point sign-up bonus. I waited 6 months to apply because that's what a banker at a Chase branch told me to do to develop a relationship with Chase. Starting with no annual fees is smart because the age of your oldest credit card significantly impacts your credit score. No annual fee allows me to keep the card open indefinitely without any opportunity cost. If your goal is accumulating travel points, Chase isn't the only game in town. Capital One is also a strong contender. Just a tip though, save those high Amex cards for later. About 6 months after my first card, I received an offer in the mail for a no annual fee Capital One card. I took it because a second card with its own credit limit would increase my aggregate available credit and boost my credit score. Another 6 months later, I got my first travel credit card, the Chase Sapphire Preferred, with 5x points per dollar spent on travel booked through the Chase portal, 3x on dining and streaming, and 2x on travel purchases, plus a free DoorDash membership. This card also finally opened the doors to transfer points to Chase's extensive airline and hotel partners. Saving annual fee cards for later was a good idea. I knew enough about Chase by this point to maximize the benefits of this $95 annual fee card. One thing I found interesting about the US ecosystem is that because of hyper competition among credit card issuers, the best cards provide their specific target market consumers ways to offset the entire annual fee, particularly if you live in a metropolitan gateway city like many new to the US. The key to offsetting is knowing how. This card also generally comes with a 60,000 point sign-up bonus. Sign-up bonuses in the US are the most lucrative in the world. In general, the higher the annual fee of a credit card, the higher the sign-up bonus. However, I highly suggest learning the rules of credit card issuers before applying for too many cards too fast. In summary, my journey went like this. I opened a bank account, waited 6 months for my first no annual fee credit card, waited another 6 months for a second no annual fee credit card, and then 6 more for my first travel card. 18 months felt like an eternity, but my patience paid off. The beauty of starting from scratch is that I built good credit habits from the beginning. For instance, I never carried a balance because interest rates are much higher than the points multiples earned on spending. I also paid off large purchases immediately to keep my utilization low. More on how to cultivate a credit score in a later video. An excellent score enabled me to obtain premium tier cards shortly thereafter, which significantly boosted my points earning ability. In fact, the majority of the 2 million points I've earned so far were accrued in just the past 18 months. Optimizing points earnings is one skill. Optimizing redeeming points is another that I'm hoping to get better at as I gain experience. Points&Miles has been so rewarding that I can't recall the last time I paid for a flight other than with points, and of course the taxes and fees. Over the summer, we paid only $205 and 45,000 points per person for flights to and from the French Riviera. And this was our hotel room at the Canopy Cannes, paid entirely with points. It's been less than 4 years since I got my credit score. This journey has allowed me to build that score, get the most out of my everyday spending, and travel better for less with airline, hotel, and loyalty programs. Most importantly, Points&Miles has provided me the ability to give my family experiences around the world that would be impractical to pay for in cash. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Future topics will cover credit score improvement strategies, application rules, and good starting credit cards. Until next time, happy travels!